I use the same method to beat Spiritual Assault, farm essence, whatever I need to do on all of the heroes that you see at the top. Once I worked out the easiest way, I tried many methods. Skill damage does not scale as the fights get harder and the elites get harder. So really this lets weapon damage and takes the RNG out of the fights more. It scales well, and a few scrolls and a few defensive choices you'll take on your ascensions to keep you alive really shine. So the ones that are crucial that you can't change that are on every build, I do change some small ones, and there are some that you might want to change, but these two are crucial. What that does is money is a real issue early game. I think I was level 5 and had, after buying a weapon off the vendor, 123 gold, and each reroll and upgrade, of course, is 300 for reforging and etch, and upgrading, changes. So you just don't have the gold. That means that eradicates that. The only thing that is the downside is you can only have 20 scrolls. Rarely do I have 20 good scrolls that I really need, ever. I'm not really finding it hard towards the end. I'm tossing ones that are just, a bit of fluff. The other thing, though, that really important about this is I always do a Spores build, because Spores, I think, is the best Gemini in the game, and it shines in this, as you'll see when I play it. I haven't played this one for a while, but I thought I'd just do each character individually to help those that are playing a specific hero, rather than the bunny one that I put up last week. This one is optional, but I think movement speed, especially for classes that don't have it built in, the bunny does. Where you kill an enemy, for 6 seconds, every 5 enemies gives you 50% movement speed. So I really want that as a base level, because movement is just staying alive in this game. And rate of fire also 25% will really work well with the weapons that I go for. You're short of the weapon choice by choosing these two. I want shotguns to drop every 50 enemies, which happens often, as you'll see, because I'm after an Argus or a Wildfire. They are the best two to have Spores on, because their multiplier, that is, their projectile count, is high, and their base damage for each projectile is the highest. The Argus usually, but there is a bit of RNG, is better than the Wild Hunt, so hold out for it. For either of those. And the injectors I'm going for are the Radioactive Glove, which you might not have unlocked, doesn't matter. This works with the Rainbow, which you'll unlock early just by playing the game. You don't need this is optional, but just because it's the monkey, this is the one exception. I don't do this on say, my bunny, because your Q becomes your defensive, and also scales up your weapon levels. Temporary, you can get 15 weapon levels on top of the level that you have actually, and it can make the game pretty fun, but it is crucial both for staying alive and pew-pewing for this particular hero. This one's important because MO on this class can be an issue. The injector really chews it up, and every level you'll get your MO back. You get your health and shield or armor back as well, armor shield, but that's not the important one. It's just this that's important. This one here is weapon damage. You really want to scale. So the last one I just did, you'll be between 42, 43 to 51. It works on timers. How many enemies you can kill in the timer before the elites spawn give you every level, and there's a pattern to it, and I forget what it is, but you'll get like a weapon to level up, you'll get a scroll to choose from, and an ascension to choose from. More levels, more ascensions, more upgrades for your shotgun. Always with Spores, you don't upgrade your main hand, which is wonderful because we'll get our shotgun early. We keep it for the entire game into the boss, and we can swap our main hand as better ones drop. I'll talk about what I look for the weapon and what on it as I start picking them up. This one's optional again, so optional because skill damage isn't important, but it does help a little bit just early game. There's nothing else to put in that slot that I could find that's useful. So we'll stick with those two. Okay, we'll confirm that build out. You can play co-op, but it is actually easier to do solo. The reason being is, the other thing I want to say is you can do this and farm essence once you get to 60, I think this unlocks. This only came out in November of 22, and I could not find any really good videos on it that helped me kill it. The ones that I did really weren't great, And a lot of the people that were streaming when the game first came out have stopped streaming and moved on to other platforms to make their money. I don't stream. I don't do anything for money. I'm just doing this to help the community because I struggled with it, and I'm the type of person that wants to give back to others. Anything that I've learned. I want to say that Sly RNG is the go-to guy on his channel that has been really helpful for me understanding each class. I have gone to other people, and I will link that in the description to help you do R8 runs. And I'm going to do R8 ones, video them. I have done them before on each class or each hero, but I'll put some videos up just to help you know how to beat it on your particular one more consistently, whatever hero you play, in this case the monkey. So we're going to start and we'll see how it goes. You'll beat it 9 out of 10 times, and at least, even if you fail and don't kill the boss, because you're learning the strategy of the boss, you'll still get 500 essence out of it and 600 within 40 minutes of just playing the game. And I find it much more relaxing, say, than doing R8s, because you might die to something near the end. It's frustrating. With here, you still get your essence, you're upgrading your skill tree, and your skills do not count for this. So that's why they've made it good that you can start like you hit a wall. And let me say that Reincarnation is harder than Stick With It. Not Reincarnation. Nightmare is harder than Reincarnation. And when I put the videos up, you'll see why. But the spiritual blessings you get really make Reincarnation much, much easier once you work out how to play the game. What have I got here? I'll just choose the spear. Not a great starting weapon, but it doesn't matter because we've got our Q key to kill the lands. Probably the vendor's going to spawn in here when we hit round 5. So you just keep an eye. See the little gold thing on the top of your screen there? When it gets to there, it's a timer, depending upon how many are killed and how many things I picked up. What you choose in here is very different than a reincarnation run. You're choosing stuff because the weapon will carry us. You're choosing stuff that keeps you alive and choosing something that gives you weapon levels. You don't really care if your essence does damage. You're not using your E key. You're not doing a build that you might do on an R8 run with your E key, crucial build, but don't upgrade anything you just saw on the left until you get the weapons you want. I'm just going to pick that weapon up, even though there is a shotgun there. It's not high enough. Now the vendor just appeared. See the craftsman? I'm going to have a look on that to see if there is a shotgun on it. And now Gemini weapons are dropping that early. So the craftsman in where I said it would spawn if it starts here. Always be aware and remember where these are. So I'm seeing if they're Geminis will be on these weapons. Now that's not a shotgun that I want. The multiplier is low. The Argus will have 14, the Wild Hunt 13. So, but I'll use it now and buy that. So let me just get rid of that. And what have we got? I haven't got enough to get a main hand just yet, so I'll stick with that. But just let me kill these guys, clear them up. Because it's early, the enemies are easy to kill without spores, but we'll get our spores soon. And I'll just get this in preparation. Because it cost me nothing, I'm not going to upgrade it with my levels. But I am going to put spores on it, and I'm just waiting for an injector to drop now. Not enhancing it at all at this level. The only disadvantage here is we're not getting any Ascensions, we're not getting any scrolls, but because the game's easy at this point, and it's going to become really easy when we get a rainbow. Yeah, they're all pre-Gemini. So anything that drops now will drop with a Gemini, and we can rush to that craftsman. To unlock the Radioactive Glove, you have to kill 20 venomous lizards. They only appear on elite difficulty or higher. But I'd say the rainbow is superior in here anyway. So, and you got to kill 20, and it can be like you only get 3 in a run. Depends on just the RNG of the rooms on the side rooms, and high levels get more of the harder enemies. These catfish are annoying. Every 50 enemies we're going to get an injector and a shotgun. Doesn't mean that we'll get a shotgun that we like, because like the illusion, that's a nice weapon, is terrible for planting spores. And you need a fast firing weapon for spores to be planted. What did we just get? We got a wild hunt, so we got our shotgun now. So I just got to swap to that quickly. Run, because I'm being a bit silly and I've got no armor. So I've now got my shotgun and I can now upgrade it. I can now choose my Ascensions, and I have enough money now to buy something I can just fast shooting weapon to temporary use. So I don't need money because this is all free. So I'm going to reforge. Sometimes I've had 12 rolls. 1, 2, 3. It's 300 a roll if it wasn't here. 12, and I didn't have the money. I got 190 gold. So upgrade for free, and I'm going to upgrade my 2 levels. You only need 2 in here because it doesn't use your skills. Going to buy that weapon, temporary. Could do that. That would blitz too, but it slows you. I don't like slow in here. And the game is pause single player. That's why it's easier. If you're in the co-op with a friend, you would have to have them cover your back while you do this and not get killed. Okay, we got that on 1. That wouldn't have mattered if it was 20 because we've got it. Now what I want to do is go back to my offhand and start upgrading it. Never upgrade your main hand. We've got this until the boss now. And what are we? Level 6. Never use bloody ammo. That will never be useful. And so I'm going to choose none because we're going to have 20 scrolls. Bad first choices because we're not using our skills, but it doesn't really matter what you do here. I don't like. Oh, it doesn't matter for that, but probably wouldn't matter because we're not using it. But we do need some money for scrolls, so I'm gonna. Oh, we don't need money, I meant. So again, not really anything here that's going to help me. I love that one. You want anything with movement speed on it. So now, just waiting for an injector, waiting for a rainbow. You might get unlucky, but now things are just dying like pretty quick. And if we use our Q, we haven't even got those ascensions. We're getting 2 weapon levels, so 7 and 10, just by using our Q every now and then. I think that lasts. How long does it last? Oh, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at this point using your Q anyway, because we're going to use our Q later on for defensive. Okay. That's a good one, just to help you with defensive. Anything with defensive, don't worry about your E-build in here. Skills don't matter. That's why this is generic across all heroes. It's not a great weapon. It's not a fast-firing weapon, but you have to do with what you got. The Angelic's good, really good. It's the most fast-fire weapon in the game, which means spores are planted even faster. Got our first cursed chest. I don't ever take the one that says take a cursed scroll, but sometimes it's extra health. Cert scroll, I haven't got a lot of money now, so I'll come back to that. But the take health and shield's good. Okay, we've got our glove. Now it's going to be night and day. I think it's got spores on it already. Yep. Now you look at these melt because the injector and it auto targets. Okay, I'm just going to run around in a loop now, upgrade my offhand. You can notice that my offhand will be just going up. And now if I press the right mouse button while it's in the zone, and you can't hear it, but in the game there's a little beep. You get the rhythm of it. It will then kill everything around the target that I'm aiming at. But to be honest, this is so early, I'm not even going to press it. I'm not even pressing. It's just killing one thing at a time. It's just destroying stuff. Wait for good's no good. That's for a sniper build in R8. It is to give me elemental damage, but I don't care. Again, I'm just choosing stuff defensive and stuff that's giving me weapon damage. Stone Skin's good. Feline is the best scroll in here. If you get that, and then you can re-roll Buffer Shield in here, you are immune to all damage and you can stand still and just kill stuff. They cancel each other out and you're immune to total damage. Getting unlucky on Ascensions, but again, not really worried. I mean, some runs are better than others. I want to get the ones that give me lots of weapon levels. I want the blue shield. I'll show you in a second. So you tab, it pauses the game. I'm after this one that minus 60% for 12 seconds when added by a skill. So basically doing your Q will mean that it's a lot of damage. So I'm really wanting that, even though those are good for R8 runs. That's the one that I want most of all. And then I want the one over here, which give inscriptions is good, but the one I really want is this. So 9, you can get 15 weapon levels if you get the one that the more essence hits gives you an extra weapon level. It's just crazy. I've had weapons like 35 in here at the end. It's really fun. I just saw another glove drop. Oh, what I'm looking for on the glove or a rainbow is I'm looking for rate of fire. So right after killing an enemy, that's reload, but sometimes it's 50% rate of fire. And I'm looking for lucky shot. It doesn't matter at this point, but I'm looking for that. See that there? And I'm looking for the same sort of thing with kill enemy, but 50% lucky shot, which means you've got, rate of fire. You've got rate of fire constantly. Are we going to get a break soon? Do you see the top of the screens telling you that another craftsman's going to appear? You can check what's fallen on the ground then because you're killing enough. The way this game works, it's on timers. As much as you can kill, that's why I'm not running big around the map. I'm wanting to spawn on me. There's a rainbow. I will swap to that in a minute to show you how that works, and it is really nice for the run. It's the best weapon in here, and I'll show you why in a minute. Again, the same stats, rate of fire, lucky shot, and you can get elusives that the beam will split to 2 on the rainbow. There we go. So we've got our break, run around, collect all your stuff so you get your levels. And we'll have a look here. I'm just going to show you here. What have we got? The further away that does the damage. Doesn't really help in here. 50% damage and burning is useless. 50% explosion and corruption is useless. So we might get a chest though that says roll or normal to rare inscriptions. Really good one. But it's early days. I don't really care. I'm just going to re-roll that to show you how it works. And it will pew pew at this level. Because it's not expecting you at this level to have spores or have the money to do it really. I'm sure they've worked that in. But now that's rate of fire after killing an enemy. And it's got elemental, so that would be the better one to go to. But I want to show you the rainbow, and I might go over to the other. Now this is the one I want. I want these. Oh no, it's the wrong ones. I thought it was the boots that stop slow. I want the one that stops slow if possible, but that is a good bossing thing. Oh, that's the boots. Just showed you. So get that. So the octopus and the kappas, which are coming up, that's when things start to heat up and get hot. I did upgrade there, but I have to reforge. I should show you what it looks like killing without. I'll do it up top. If you had this weapon without spores, it's just so hard in here. That's a bad one, even though you might have the glove. It slows you by 50% when you're putting corrosion on. Now, who wants that? I don't know how that works. So you just upgrade your offhand. The timer is they're going to spawn now because the timer's run out. And I'm looking on here for scrolls, which weren't there. I did check it. If you've got ammo, use any money because you're never going to be short of money. So I'm set now. And this is a great place. Remember where your vendors are to craft a better weapon that drops. The reason why this is good is I can kill that guy from underneath. I can kill around a corner. And when it gets really hectic, you'll use the environment so the elites can't hit you. At this point, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter I've got bad inscriptions on the weapon because the spores are just going to take care of it. I should remember to press Q just to get a couple of weapon levels, but not so. It's nice. I've already got 13 and 8 effectively. But it does make a big difference doing a Q later. What do we got there? That's great weapon, but not good. It's only got 4 projectile count, and that's why it's not a good weapon for spores. And it's got a slow fire rate if you had it in your main hand. That's a good weapon to put spores on. It's the fastest fire rate. So if I only got thunderclap gloves, laser gloves, I'd be picking that up and pew-pewing. Now we've got here, what have we got? We'll do that. There's nothing better. We're not really wanting it, but see how we go. Just defensive. I'm hoping for some defensive scrolls like Stone Skin, minus 30% damage. Phantom Skin's great. Feline Cat is a win for sure, and I think they put that in the game because you can re-roll Buffer Shield. If you're really struggling to win this for the first time and you want to get that kill, they let you get it if you stick at it. I've only had it and I've run this a lot on different characters, I think 4 or 5 times. I think I got a video I can put up about it. It is fun when you get it. You just think it's God mode. It's the old God mode. I've never played roguelike games before. Just got this in Christmas of 22. Son gave it. He showed me how Spores works. I wouldn't have understood to upgrade the offhand. Thunderclap glove, no good. The reason why those gloves are no good, I'd use them in a pinch, is I have to target. That requires skill. And it's just so much RNG in here. You might not get good. I got when I did a video just recently, I haven't put up. This one is whenever you're hitting an enemy, you can stack damage. It's a really nice one. And it's good when you get on elites, but it's also good. I'm stuck here because if I get a chest that wants to give me, I'm going to have to go the damage. That would make me immune to the chests that are coming up. Get a scroll, get an elusive inscription, get a scroll, re-roll all your things, but you might take that and then you just get the scroll that says, give me some money and I get some health and shields. It's not a deal breaker. Just wanting to go for weapon damage. Doesn't matter too much here because I'm not on a weapon these guys for very long. Really, unless another rainbow I've got now. What have we got here? Okay, that's defensive. Oh, I got one. Now, here we go. So now, if I do my Q and I look at weapon, I've just got 5 levels. So it's effectively, I've got an 11, nearly double what that one is base damage, and 7. The multiplier on the base damage goes really up high. It'd be nice if I can get 3 of those to show you how ridiculous your weapons are later on. That's the advantage of playing the monkey. And we've got more Qs. What have we got there? 10. Kappas here important. I've got the boots. They can't slow me, but they're priority because they slow you, just to be aware of. Arms dealers, good reduction there. Not good because these slow your shield regen, and that one energy sentinels skill based. And again, skills don't scale well as things get harder. Okay, I've got a rainbow I want to have a look at there. Can shoot that guy from underneath. And now the first elites come now. I'll melt this guy. It's just not expecting you to have melted the second elite, right? And I haven't even got good inscriptions. And I'm just going to buff a shield I would normally, if I've got lots of stuff here, but you might be farming this. So I just choose one of the 3. Anything that doesn't minimize my weapon damage. I will never choose glass cannon. It not only gives you 50% minus health, HP, it also gives you 50% shield because that's connected, and you will be, as it says, a glass cannon. Unless you had feline cat and buffer shield, you wouldn't go near that. You'd pew pew if you did the other. So I'm just going to go defense at this stage. Not that I need it now, but later on maybe. Nope, nope. And I'm not doing elemental. I would if I did the radioactive glove. It might be better than that over. That's defend or protection. We'll do that. And I'll choose that to upgrade, and I'll have a look at that weapon that dropped. Just remind me what I've got on this weapon. I've got, that's useless to me, and that's useless. So really, it's got to be better. And there's an Argus just to show you the difference. The multipliers 12 by that's 13 by 169. So it's just a bit better. The 13, it's higher base damage because we've upgraded it. What do we got there? I did swap it, did I? It's got lucky shot. Okay, that's good. That's what I'm looking for. 50% lucky shot chance. It always gives you stability loss, but this auto locks on, so that's negated because it auto targets. Right after killing enemy, 50% reload time. That's good. You don't have to reload as much. The crit X is doing 0, but it would work if you're on a boss because you do right click the crit spot and get yellow numbers. So I'm just going to reforge that. It's great that you always upgrade, go first here and upgrade that. because you don't, you can just change your main weapon without penalty. What am I doing? 2. Okay, and I don't care about any of that really. Just looking for scrolls at this point. Going to press F to start this early. I know that that's where, if I get a weapon, I can come back to. So keep mindful of where things are. Just pause for a sec. Sorry about that. Just had to do something. Okay. Still going to do this loop because at this stage it's not too hectic. I just got some choices here. That's good if you're struggling for ammo, but we're not because we've got that thing we've got. That's not too bad, but I don't dash. I'm going to do that, and because there's nothing better, and then toss out what is not good, and they're not great. So I'm going to get rid of that. That's good on the boss, so I'll keep that. And nothing else is going to hurt me. I wouldn't have done that if it said you can't discard the scrolls, because I'm limited to 20 scrolls by the time I get to the boss. If you don't keep track, and there's a number when you go to pick up the scroll underneath the scroll of how many out of 20 you've got, it will just drop a random good one. So be careful to keep track that you're not over 20. Okay, what do we got? I'm not worried about ammo. Same enemy, help on the boss a little bit, but I'm not worried about skill again. But it won't hurt us because we still can be successful just because of the weapon and the spores we got. It's the best Gemini in the game. What do we get there? Nope, no injector. I'm just looking for another rainbow that will be better as we go on. As the fight gets tougher, more chance of elusive inscriptions, rare inscriptions, like this has got a rare one on it. The blue, elusive being the sort of orange ones. Priority here is, I've got to remember to do the queue. Not too worried at this stage, but when it gets tough, it's important. We just got one there dropped. So I got 2 curse chests coming up. Now I didn't choose the immunity. I normally would, only because we got that other good legendary scroll. That gave us good damage. Okay, what do we got here? Not good. Not swapping weapons. Not good because I'm not swapping weapons. No loss there, but basically I don't have any curse scrolls. So 15 shield on 130 by 50. I don't know. Oh, what do we got here? I'll do that just as safety. I'm not doing elemental. I'd do that if I had the gloves. But again, really it's the spores that I'm worried about here. Spores, defensive. I've got no defensive yet. But I have the buffer shield, which means any damage that's less than 30% will be 0. I'm immune to it. But you get hit a lot more 30% in here by certain things. So you are still hoping on this class, this hero. The reason I'm keeping close here is it's not hard yet. And I want to kill as many as I can in the timer. See the timer on the middle map? When it hits the certain checkpoints where the next gold level on the craftsman comes, different things will happen, but I'm waiting for the next elite to come. Now that catfish knocked me back. So I do target those. That's why I'm going around the circle just to make sure, get these catfish out of the way. Do I have, no, I don't have elemental on this one. So blue shields are taken out by anything with shock on it, which we haven't got. But sometimes you do pick up one of these with shock. Burning, you can get on it as well, even decay. And those do help in here. So pay attention to the elemental damage on things. Okay, I've got some choice here. Getting rid of the cappers. I'm not slowed by them, but they do damage. If I didn't have the boots, I'd be a lot careful with those around. I'm not getting great ascensions. We're not getting defensive, really. This is a so-so one. It's not great. But it does help you survive a little bit with your shield. So I'm taking, of course. Only one I'm after is the inscription one, that it puts a grey inscription. We've just got our chest. I know it's down there, but I just want to kill more enemies on the timer rather than run down for the chest straight away. Now it's heating up. Deadly Curse is dangerous, but I'm going to do it for now and maybe drop it when it gets harder. 75% weapon damage is the boss, but I'll drop it, especially if I don't get some defensive ascensions. The monks are important to get down here, just because I don't want lanterns chasing me across the map. There's the lanterns there. And sometimes the monks are around the corner or down the hill, so sometimes you've got to run around a little bit just to clear the monks. The catfish are usually up here. Yep. This is a good gauntlet, just to sort of get them in back and forth. Still no. Don't do anything with Curdle unless there's nothing else. Not even pressing my E key. Just used to going clockwise. Another chest. I've got two chests now. They're both down bottom. If it gets a bit hectic, do a big loop around. All you got to do is survive until the elites come out. It's based on a timer, not on how much you kill, but you do lose levels. I just got ostrich boots. Love it. So I'm after that for movement speed. Movement is key. Look at this now. The faster you move, the less they can lock onto you, because they do their frontals if you're just straight around them where you just were. So movement is survival in here. And rate of fire. Oh, now the most dangerous right now, and it's come on the timer because we're heading towards the next craftsman, is the sharks. The octopuses are dangerous because they slow you, but they don't do a lot of damage. And I have the boots and I'm immune to slow. So I'm not slowed by them. So my main danger I could die to would be the sharks. But when they get enhanced, they become blue. That's the break I was waiting for. So now I'm going to have a look at the weapon here. See, that's 50%. If it was lucky shot or rate of fire killing the enemy, I'd grab it. That's it, 50% killing the enemy, rate of fire. So it's a higher weapon level. What do I lose on that? I lost something good. Lucky shot chance, 50%. But I would go rate of fire over lucky shot chance at this point, and that it's a higher weapon. So I'll quickly put spores on it. 2 rolls. That'll be all right. That's Radioactive Glove, 11. It's got crit, which would do us nothing. Crit again would do us nothing. Rate of fire, so it's not great. Now these have things sometimes. Let's see what we got. I'm going to do Luxurious Glyph on the chance I will get a Feline's Legendary Scroll, which I didn't. Leave that there. Not too bothered. Now this is the spawn point. It pauses, so don't get too stressed at this point. I've already got I would do this if I hadn't got the ostrich boots to try to get those, but I've already got them. And I got brutal gloves, which is good. It's weapon damage, but I got to get them. Yep, I got them. Good gauntlet here, because you can shoot through the wall, this little wall, and they can't get you, but they will come around from the left here. Keep an eye. That's skill damage, really not useful, but it's 120%, and I'm not really using skill. I would like that on other heroes, but I've got 13 of 20, see underneath Spirit Bible, 13 of 20. I'll just take it for now. That's good for defensive. Plus the damage every target, it just does something, and I'm doing my Q to keep my weapon levels up when things start to get harder. Just using these walls so they can't lock on, and they're going to come from here. I've got to go across to that craftsman to get my shotgun upgraded 2 levels and see if there's any scrolls on here. So Lifesaver is really good. It means when your health goes down to 0, you've got a chance to get somewhere and get your shield back quickly. Convert shield armor to HP. That would just do us to health, and that's really not good for this build. I would do that if I was on the dog, so I'll leave that there. I like my shield as a buffer, and my skills I've chosen with that aura protection have got my shield up to 140. So it's sort of what you do on this guy. So I'm going to enhance this just to get my base damage up, 296. Multiplier will go up at breakpoints, but slowly. You see this weapon because of rate of fire? See the difference it makes? It's just owning stuff, even though these are now harder and more health because we've gone past each stop. Now I just got a weapon drop, which, oh, maybe that was, no, that's new. I'll have a look at that when things quieten down, but I'm killing comfortably, so I'm not really worried about changing weapons at this point. The good thing is, even if you just get unlucky and you die, you won't die until late with this method, and you'll still have 500 essence to upgrade. And honestly, when you get this sort of run down and how it works, and, you know, it's really relaxing. Just put on some music, run around, and when you really things come together and you pew pew and you melt things near instant as you run through them, like instant, you just get some scrolls, you get the right ascensions. It's a lot of fun to be just OP. Okay, I'm going to change to my other weapon. That's how you do it. You don't upgrade your main one and change back. Just want to get, monks are spawning at this stage. I want to make sure they're killed. Lobsters are the dangerous one later on, but at this point, sharks. Just coming up to my favourite spot. It's going to become fiercer. I just got a message. Which are the sharks coming in. We're going to get more of those, and enemies will become enhanced. We're heading towards the second set of elites. Now it works on a timer, so you don't have to kill everything in here. Now I just got a Sword glove drop. You could, if you're like freaking out a bit, just run around and stay alive and kill the little odd things now and then. And you just got to kill the elites and all the trash disappears. I'm not dashing through, but what have I got? 15. I'll do that because if I dashed, it just stuns them for a second with a shock. If I sort of dash through those, it puts electricity on them. And I do have the dash cooldown, but I'm a bit lazy. They're becoming enhanced now, powerful monsters. But you're still, until the next breakpoint, the next elites die, and it gets really tough. Shark just got me, so I'm running. And I'm doing my Q to get my shield up. Keep it up. Keep this pillar in the middle. Use corners. Bad choices on the Ascensions, but good to see that it doesn't really matter. You can use things like that so they can't get you, and the shark you can kill, but he can't chain you. Just be aware what's behind you. Keep circle strafing them. They sort of shoot where you just were, and they chain you where you just were, unless you're close. Just going to come down here and clear some of these octopuses. Clear an exit in case it gets a bit hectic. Oh. Just had something pause my game. Somebody messaged me. Let me that would be good on another class. On my bunny, it's great because I use my E for my shield, but none of those are really going to help me. So I'll wait for better. Now here's the elites. They've come. Just got to kill them, and then it's over. But you can kill through the corner, and they're just dying instantly. Better use my Q to get my weapon level up. I don't have to kill the trash. This guy shoots things at you, so use levels. Shark, dangerous. He's dead, but he can't get you if you're they're porting up to me. Is he dead? I think he is. Yep. So there'll be another. You can run away though from the trash here. That's dangerous. Don't need. I'd never choose that. Slows regen and skill damage I don't need. So I'm just holding out for weapon damage. This guy here you can kill around the corner. He's got a frontal. You can then jump under him and kill him. He can't get you. He's dead. I mean, they just melt with this. I know he's not dead. He jumped down, you jump up, and the first goblet's appeared, and all the enemies despawn. Okay, what do we got? Now, if you're farming and you haven't got a lot of essence, you're actually doing it for essence, just choose something that doesn't hurt you. So if I was on the glove and I was on the cat, I'd go the corrosive touch because their defensive that will mean that I'm putting corrosive on with my grenades, which means that everything that is painted by my grenade is doing 50% less damage. So I'd be choosing that on the cat. But I would re-roll for firearm specialist or something. I don't need secondaries. Ultra luck, oh, that's all right. I'll do that to see if a good weapon drops. That means you're going to get really nice weapons with elusive inscriptions and that on it. And we'll see, that's a nice thing to see. Going to bump that up and see if there's a scroll on here. And that would be good for this because I'll show you how much lucky chance procs. But it's really bad if you're doing R8 runs because you just don't have money to upgrade. So I'll choose that and see how our money disappears. Okay, and what have we got? Now I've got my first shield here. Minus 30 damage from enemies affected by Essence Chain. And obviously 60% damage. That's what I would have hoped for. But it's good to have 30. The first point's half of tier 3. And that's what I was hoping for. So we got one late before it just got hard, which is good timing. Even without it though, if you play right with this weapon, you can survive. And then you might get some defensive scrolls. That's 10, and I said, look at this, further away, the crit won't help, magazine capacity, no. Keeping that because of the rate of fire and killing enemy, and I'm keeping it because of the lucky shot chance. Doesn't matter about the 2 levels, really it's about the offhand. I'm going to run back here. Got 2 cursed chests coming up. And I'm going to press F. They're coming in now because I just want to spawn in my favourite spot here. It's an easy loop, and then I can run downstairs when it heats up too much. Sharks are coming now. Danger, danger, Will Robinson. These guys are all right because they're just directional. So doing my Q, get my now defensive up that they're doing less to me. The ascension that your chain hits more enemies is a good one. Simply that the more enemies you hit with it, not for the damage, that doesn't matter, the less enemies can hurt you. And you can see I'm doing Q all the time, but it's pretty generous, the game, in dropping secondaries. I just got a shark pull me. I dashed. Now you can run around the whole map if you're a bit chicken at this point, and just kill slowly until the timer. You won't get as many levels. I'm 39 already, but it's safer, and you'll still complete it and still get good essence, because you don't get the essence until the game's finished, completely finished, and you walk throughout the exit. You get some on the boss, but then it all piles up and you see how much you get mid-air. That's not too bad because you do jump around a bit with that, but I'm a bit lazy. I only do 1 in every 6 shots. It's nearly double damage, so it's like, I don't know, can't do the maths on that. Use this, hasn't got that. Sometimes that corner's open there and you can use that. Good little gauntlet here, just back and forth. But things do spawn behind you here. So what I'm doing is going to get them down here, kill from underneath. I can hear lanterns coming for me, so be careful. Just use this pillar so they can't get you. You can jump around. You can use that pillar, this middle pillar. Kill stuff up top. I'm just trying to group them up so my beam now. I've got another chest, but I'm going to wait for both of them to spawn. And not only that, I just want to see what else drops on the elusive weapons that we've got a chance of. Got lots of sharks here now, getting dangerous. The only downside of this is you've got to be pretty close to kill the sharks. So you want to get around a corner, lure them in, left, right. I don't want to get too far out there. I'll go around this one. I'll use that pillar there, but they're on both sides here. Use this angle here. Those guys aren't too dangerous, but I use my Q. You can see here, really, if you try doing this without spores, write a comment under it later. It is tough, man. These guys are bullet sponges. You can try every other Gemini in here. I promise you, it just won't work. Because some of them are just so ascension based for them to work, and you don't have real control over that in here. When I do have lots of essence, I should have said that I do re-roll buffer shield, and then on the second goblet, firearm specialist, which is 100% weapon damage generally. Otherwise, I just choose what's in front of me. I got the buffer shield. I just chose on this run to show you if you didn't have essence what it's like. It can be a little bit harder. And I just got sharks grab me because I was being a bit stupid. Now the lobs are spawning now, and they can't get me down here, so I'm going to lure some stuff into this and kill them. Now I've got some upgrades. I don't need that. That's just ammo, and I'm not using ammo. Running out of it a little bit, but I'm getting it every level. But it's better than the other two. I'm not using my E at all. Use this little pillar for the sharks, I should say, or this corner, or that corner. I'm going to come and get this lobster because I don't want to get killed by it later. Okay, we're heading towards a, what do you call it? Get around the corner so he couldn't chain me. We're heading towards a craftsman and a peddler soon, and I haven't looked at the two chests, but then I'll have time to look at that. That was what I threw out before. Now I can jump up here, for instance, and shoot down at them. Oops, but I fell down. But movement speed's king A. I can just get away when I make a mistake like that. Get around the corner, kill that shark. Let me have a look at this chest. The game paused. I already looked at that one, didn't I? Where's the other one? Okay, we can just hit our break point. So I'm going to have a quick look at that chest. Look at any weapons as I go past that I might have missed. Only looking for the rainbow, really. Search scroll, got a lot of money. Copper mine is useless. I would burn through a bit here. It really gets expensive after a few rolls, but I got that. I'm going to do that because the other chest might have something really good. There's not a lot more to choose. Where's the other one? I'll look for it later. Nope. Nope. Because it does normal damage less, which I don't care. I don't want that happening. And nope. So none of those. Just picking up this for levels. And I want to upgrade my weapon and see if there's a scroll. I better get there quick because he's going to kill me. I need to enhance and get out of here. And then come back and look at the peddler later. So lobsters, sharks are the real dangerous ones here, and they become enhanced, both of them. It can take ages to kill. So I really want a good enhanced rainbow to drop, or a glove. None of those are important. My ammo against the flow is good because I am using some reserve ammo. I am reloading. It's a good little gauntlet, but they're going to start spawning behind me. It's getting fiercer now. It's really getting to get crazy. Got the sun coming in the window in my corner of my eye. Bad timing. Lobsters. Just wanting to get the lobsters out of the way so that they don't bombard me. It's enhanced. Just keep moving at this point. You want to clear some of the ones. They don't actually run towards you, some of these enemies. The catfish don't. The, what do you call them? these guys, octopuses, don't run towards you. So you just want to sort of run around the map and clear some of the harder things that might bombard you with fire and kill you. You want to get the catfish down. You want to clear the monks down that spawn the things that chase you around the map, the lanterns. Again, you can hold out and play chicken and not kill any of this and just wait for the elite timer to spawn at, I think, 30 minutes happens. Kill them and you're a boss. It's boss time. But you don't get as much XP level. Already 42. I have got up, as I said, just depending upon the weapon and that I get on there and the inscriptions and the hero I'm playing. I've got up to 51's the highest in the same time limits. Okay, there's flames jumping over that. Oh, I got just 5. I haven't got this time. I would like to get lots of weapon levels. Shark. And I'm going to just clear these catfish out for an escape. Come back. Here, the elite's okay. The elite's coming. Just want to taunt him down a bit and shoot him through there. He just does a frontal. So when he does it, you get around the corner. And he's going to die once his shield comes off. Look, melts, pick up the gold, which we don't need. There was a glove, and that would have elusive stuff on it. But there's too much going on for me to check. Got plenty of time. They do despawn, so I'll do another circuit and come back and look at it. Glove has more range than the rainbow, but the rainbow can shoot through walls, so there's the different advantages. And it does AoE, the glove. They shoot where you were, so just make sure you know where you just went and keep moving. You can always come back. They don't regen health or shield. Now, I can do that and pause the game. See, it looks 22 because of the enhancement. Every time you laser, affected 20% lucky shot chance. That'd be great for the boss. Magazine capacity. I don't really need those two. I'm hitting an enemy up to 500%. Elemental effects at DK. I got to run to a thing though. Craftsman. Again, remember where they are. Easy to forget, and I haven't looked at the guy up top. So reforge. I have more range on this at this point, and it's good you can see how the glove works. You can get wide away from the sharks, so they're too far away that they'll chain you. Keep an eye what's behind you, though. The rate of fire on the other was pretty nice, but this is higher, so. And it's both are good bossing weapons. The other one is a better bossing weapon because you can actually shoot through the pillar the boss puts down. But there's still time. We've got the elite here. I can see him doing his little catfish spikes at me. And that's why it's good to clear. He'll follow you around the map, though. So if it's really hot up here, which it is, keep moving. It'll eat through. See the yellow on these? Because it's corruption, it eats through these guys big time. And it's just in time for the elites with yellow shields because they take a while if you don't have, sorry, corrosive, I call it corruption. It's going to eat through his yellow. Use a shark with range to get him down, refract to the enemies around. The elites will run fast to you. Now he's going to melt in a second, see? Simply because the corrosion eats through the armor, which is the yellow bar. That's the beauty of the glove. And it slows everything coming towards you. It's great for the sharks at this point. No good upgrades again. Yeah, anyway, a bit of lucky shot chance, but something, but you know. Would have liked to get 3 shields, but just did my Q because of the shark that pulled me in to stop them doing my. Here we go. This guy here. Oh, it's heating up. Now, this only does line of sight, unfortunately, but you can get them from on top. And he'll chase me. Just keep going around. Just had to pause for a second, sorry. Had someone come in. Just good when they're bunched up because the refraction will kill. Now here's an elite just spawned. So it's really heating up now. You can get like 5 elites or something. I haven't counted them. I just kill them. But it slows him, see? So he can't do his frontal because he just can't get close enough. How are you doing there? Now he's going to melt. I'll get that monk. I have to get those when they come close. Just keep moving at this point. Look at your little mini map. Oh, that's a new chest. Yes, it is. Okay. I can't remember. Did I get that scroll? Yeah, I'm immune. It's already got elusive, so I can't put that on. I'll come back to it. This monk will melt. And that monk will melt. They're all elites, but they're just going to... As soon as you kill the elites, just keep moving backwards. Look at your mini-map. I know there's a catfish there. They'll port to you, so you can keep away from the trash. Once you kill them, all the trash disappears. But those red ones around you kill because they suck your health. Just going to run where those lobsters aren't. I haven't got the best ascensions this time, so things are a little bit slower. But I'm alive, you know, doing all right. I'll come down here where it's clear and wait for the elites to come down to me. What have we got? 24, 22. We're doing all right. Come on, elites. There he is, catfish. If you're close to him, he doesn't like do those frontal pew-pews as much. I'll do the monk quick and get away. He's dead. Could hear the catfish doing that. You just line of sight it. There's 2 catfish, I think. You can get 2 sometimes. There it is. Use your Q on him to make him do less damage to you. Line of sight, just the way he does that. Wait. And then come back out. Now he's going to melt. Shields off. It's a good gauntlet here. Here, octopus coming back. We've got another monk. Getting close to getting all the elites down. And it's about boss time. We've hit the 30-minute timer. See how the clock stopped? That's telling you that no more trash is spawning. All you got to do is kill the elites, and the boss, all the trash disappears. Come on, where have you? They port around that one. It's the most annoying one at the end to kill. There he is. Just trying to get the laser to get that, and he spawns these things constantly until they die. The lanterns. Just even press my E then. Come on, die. He's had his wheat bix for breakfast. Probably don't have that if you're listening from another country. Okay, what do we got? All died, and all the automatically their essence that they drop that upgrades you got ported to me. So I'm going to do an upgrade. Got that too late. If you get that early, it's really good. You would have had 200 health to bonus. Let's make my health go down to 13. I don't know. Have a look. I'm not using my primary. I'm not really worrying about skill damage. None of those 3 are great. But I might be dashing on the boss, so that will help, I suppose. I got rid of that, so I'm at 20 capacity. Okay. Let's have a look at that down here. It's boss time. Now what do we get to? We got to 45, which is good. On par. Luxurious gift. Let's just see what we get. Nope. And what's that one? There's 2 together. Oh, come on. Flowing wind, okay. And merciless combo. So which I want to go back to. So I got a cull, just something out of here. Don't care about that. Care. Nothing there's hurting me. And go back to that. So now it's just boss time. And we'll see how we go. Now, I would have liked the rainbow. It is a better weapon for this because, as you see, when he does the pillar and you got to hide behind, this weapon doesn't do it. Also, this doesn't crit, and the rainbow you can right click. I should have one last look around the map to see I just didn't miss a weapon in all the hecticness. That is a rainbow and is better. Where do we get on that? It's thunderclap. But as I said, you're going to get to here. I didn't get good ascensions at all. Didn't get the weapon levels. Didn't get much defensive, but I'm alive. And I'd have 520 essence if I die in the boss, you know. No, I didn't see anything. Just got unlucky. You can get some awesome weapons with that enhanced one. Now, when you get on here, do not go past the vendors. You go too close to that, the boss starts and you don't upgrade your weapon. Just see if there's something on here that's great. Don't care for. So nothing there, but don't go near there, otherwise you don't get to upgrade your Argus. We've got 27 Argus, 404 damage now. It's pretty nice. Might or might not be successful. We'll see how we go. Doing crits, does crit, by the looks of it. The hands just keep moving left. His shield's gone. White damage, not critting now. Hands beam doesn't. Oh, does hands beam have something here? Yeah, lucky shot. I could do my enhance. Forgot about that. I'm looking for pillars that he's going to do. He's closing me in. And he's going to drop a pillar. Keep moving. He does red dots under you. Got to get close for this weapon. It's not hitting. And the beam's not hitting. So just doing Q. Get close. That's why movement's important. Usually he does far. No, he did. Yep, he's just hit me. He was far then. But we got pretty good defense with buffer shield. He's going to do hands. You want to move here, just move around so you don't have the red under you. Going to get close and then probably far. No, it was far. It's being an idiot, but we've got good defense. Close. You can do 4 of these sometimes. Just RNG, then far. And then close. Wow, that is 4. And keep moving. He's going to do something that you want to get behind this now. If you had the rainbow, it's a great one because I could be melting him now. But I got to stay behind, and you got to wait till this explodes. He does a big explosion afterwards. Don't come out early. Start again. Q. Jump. Yeah, he's dead. So we had more than enough to kill that. You just never know until you get there and how quick he melts. But that was probably the merciless shield and the right clicking to get lucky shot up to 150, was it? To 100%. Now let's see the essence that we get. 581. I think I re-rolled something, didn't I? Which is pretty good for 32 minutes. It doesn't count. It only counts the time that you're playing, not the in-between little bits where the vendors are coming out. For 32 minutes, that's about equal to a normal run or an elite run, which will take, up to an hour, depending upon how skilled you are. Anyway, best of luck on the monkey. I don't play the monkey very often, but I do have fun with him. I have done an R8 and I'll put up a video of that later. And hey, best of luck and success in your next run.